Thinking Digital 2018. I cannot believe how impactful the morning has been, thanks to Dave Evans. Thank you so much indeed. Loads of great speakers, but you really blew my mind, particularly around design thinking.
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
Well, I learned it on the job at Apple in the early days. I mean, design thinking had a lot to do with how we invented what became, the graphic user interface. I mean, that's why I did it. I was enamored by the idea that Apple had made the decision to dedicate a tremendous amount of CPU power to just making the thing friendlier. At that point, everybody's teaching people how to use the computer. The computer does computing, you do talking to it. Now, the computer does talking to you, and that flips the power game. So design thinking has been a vehicle to allow making things for people that are human, rather than technology. That we're not supposed to become technologies. Our technologies are supposed to become more human. And Alexa is an example of that, and all kinds of things. So that's what drew me to it, and it's done lots of things in the product world. What we did 10 years ago, 12 years ago, was go, wait a minute, we could design ourselves. It's astonishing how long it took us to realize, wait a minute, everybody's struggling with figuring their life out. Maybe we could do design thinking on that too, and it's worked out really well.
When it comes to how, and we've seen how we can augment our bodies with technology and give us extra senses, a lot of this technology is corporately run, and we're either called users by some. I like how Apple says I'm a user. Some other organizations might call us a consumer. How do you think this fits into one of the possible futures? Should we not be less a part of the product?
Oh, I think those questions really deserve serious attention, and the potential for unintended consequences is massive. And we're developing technologies much more quickly than we're developing ethics, or we're developing social constructs, or developing monitoring cultures. So the speed at which railroads or telephones grew and fundamentally altered the way we do things really broke society at the time, because they weren't anticipating what would come. We're doing that so much more quickly now. It makes me a little nervous that Jeff Bezos can listen to everything I say in my house, because I have 5 Echoes. And I know it doesn't actually connect to the cloud until after the wake-up word, but that's actually up to the Echo, not up to me. So I'm not a conspiratist, but I think we got to be thoughtful, and a little paranoia goes a long way.
Yeah, a bit of healthy paranoia.
A little healthy paranoia.
I'm a little bit worried because now I've got another book to read. Can you tell me the title of that book?
Designing Your Life, that one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who wrote that? Who wrote that?
Well, Bill Burnett, the director of the design program at Stanford, and I, Dave Evans, wrote that book. And we wrote it because we had to. Yeah. We were just teaching these courses, and Christian and everybody else says, oh man, can I take the course? And unless you want to commute to Palo Alto, which is a long way from Newcastle, you can't. So that's why we wrote the book, trying to make it available to as many people as we can.
Well, thanks so much for giving people a really interesting taster. Of course, there's going to be a bigger taster happening at lunchtime where you're doing a little workshop. Yeah. Really excited to see how that goes. Dave, thank you so much.
Thank you too. Take care.
Thank you.
Thanks, Richard. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Who's behind the camera?
George.
George. Thanks, George. Keep up the good work.
We do.